If you are evacuating, leave early so that you are not stranded by flooded roads, fallen trees, wires, and traffic jams, and make sure you have enough fuel in your vehicle and follow routes and highways. A message from 295 FM Radio. Yes, we are in the hurricane season. But I want to begin with the ERC statement. For those of you who do not know, the ERC is the abbreviation for the Electoral Reform Coalition. Feel free to call in after and give your perspective. But here we go. On June 30th, 2025, 12 Dominican citizens who were arrested for protesting electoral reform appeared in court, only to find that the state was unprepared to proceed with their case. The Director of Public Prosecution announced that the government plans to hire a foreign senior counsel for prosecution, despite having sufficient legal resources within the country. The case has been adjourned until July 11th, 2025, raising questions about the government's decision to pursue charges against individuals advocating for campaign finance reforms. Concerns have been raised regarding the implications of pursuing these charges, particularly against a backdrop of international protests advocating for rights and reforms. With the government of Dominica led by the Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt for over 25 years, analysts are questioning the motivations behind targeting citizens who challenge the absence of campaign financing regulations. Sir Dennis Byron, the government's electoral consultant, had previously recommended including such regulations in any new legislation. The Electoral Reform Coalition is urging the government to withdraw the charges against the 12 Dominicans and to prioritize the introduction of campaign financing legislation, as recommended by Sir Dennis Byron. As election integrity remains a critical topic in Dominica, the ongoing case highlights the broader issues surrounding political power and the demand for free and fair elections. This is a statement published by the Electoral Reform Coalition speaking about the delays at the court and government's interest in seeking a foreign prosecutor. Again, according to them, there is sufficient legal resources in Dominica. What are your views? Are you in support of the ERC's statement? Would you have loved to see the inclusion of campaign finance reform in the recently passed legislation of electoral reform? Electoral bills passed in Parliament on March 19th. Just for reference, just to let you know, they were the Registration of Electors Bill and Regulations of 2024, the House of Assembly Elections and Regulations Bill of 2024, and the Electoral Commission Bill of 2024. These were the three bills passed. Caller, let's get your views.
I should love life like healing, joy, gratitude, courage, and sacrifice. Blessings to you, family king.
Blessings. Welcome.
Richie, I have said it over and over. I sound like a broken record, but it needs to be spoken of. Richie, when we hear certain things, just like the travel advice, the travel restrictions, visa restrictions, having to do with all the different requirements. What is the name? America is asking from certain regional countries. Sorry about that, Richie. I just get a little distracted there.
I understand.
We cry out and talk about, colonialism, the slave master, and our history with Europe and America, and we start crying. Might is right, and when it is being manifested or exercised or displayed right in Dominica, Richie, where you have might is right, Richie, another foreign lawyer or representatives, Richie.
Yeah.
So you see the billions where they are, and I'm leaving that hanging, Richie. Let me excuse myself a little. You see the billions where they are, Richie?
Yeah.
How could people be so lavish, so abusive, so brutal with state resources and persecuting people? Up to yesterday, the guy and I was talking, he's in the foreign, and he said, oh, Dominicans have to make up their mind, all who that voting for Scary come and vote against them and things. Richie, when you're playing and the referee and the linesmen and the supporters, you go in a community, you from St. John, you go somewhere, let me see, Grand Bay and play. Sorry, we Grand Bay and or somewhere. The linesmen are against you. The referee is against you. The supporters, the players tackling you, breaking your leg. Richie, you can win that match.
It's a tough match.
The game has been rigged before it even started. And that is what is happening in Dominica. And I want to commend the ERC because, Richie, under the circumstances, it seems like everybody bailed it off. Richie, you never bailed off a truck when you were small and preach it. I'll tell you about preach it when we meet and bail off.
Yeah.
You check? Everybody bailing off. So me myself, I'm saying it seems to be a fight in futility. What is happening in this country where the priests and pastors and civil society, everybody seems to be folded, fearful, or maybe everybody's on the payroll. What the hell is happening, Richie? Up to electoral reform like it's a rocket Dominica trying to create to go to Mars. You reach Mars already. We reach it because a rocket we're trying to build. Have a blessed day, sir.
Blessed day. Blessed day to you. Looking at the Registration of Electors Act, there are some specific stipulations. I will inform you of them. Some of you may know them already, but I'll still reiterate. Let's take this call. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Richie.
Good morning, my friend.
And I wish you a very successful day.
Thank you.
I would like to start with the last question you asked with the Electoral Reform Commission, and that is whether we would have loved to see campaign financing in the bills that were passed.
Yeah.
Of course, Richie, that is a must. Mr. Skerritt said that he would prefer to approach it on a CARICOM level. But what does CARICOM have to do with that? What applies in Dominica may not apply in St. Kitts or St. Lucia or Barbados. Like, take for example, Jamaica is over 2,000, not 1,000 million people. I think about 2 or 3 million. Trinidad is 1.2, 1.4 million. Are you telling me you are going to pass a bill that the same amount of money you spend in Jamaica per elector, or voter, per voter, will be the same amount you spend in Dominica, which is just about 60 or 70,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's just using that as a bit, so he want to spend lavishly for the during this campaign. And as Tyrone just told you, when you go into an election campaign and the odds are against you, you can never win. Like take for example, Richie. Everybody or most people who are listening to cricket will tell you in 1975-76, Australia beat the West Indies 5-1, beat the West Indies 5-1. But most of them would not tell you that we play against certain players almost every single test. And the two other players were the umpires, the fellas in white coats. But now people you see they're using nice, beautiful outfit. In those days, they used to be in the white coats. And they were the best players for Australia. So how could they ever win that series? But most people don't tell you that. They will just tell you Australia beat us 5-1. But the odds are against us. The same things go with the election. Now, see, I never thought Mr. Roosevelt Skerritt, a young, dimpled man from Vegas, would give a chance to run the country, affairs of the country. Hated the country so much that he could abusing the resources of the country. But you're going to bring a prosecutor from overseas again? Mr. Skerritt, how much did you pay the racist guys from Trinidad to prosecute Dr. Fontaine, Mr. James Sparks, Lennox Linton and the others, Brian and the others? How much did you pay them? So you mean we haven't got... I'm not asking that question. Let me make a statement. We have qualified people in Dominica who can prosecute that case. But Roosevelt Skerritt is so abusive that he's going to Trinidad or wherever he's going to, because it is not his money, it is state resources, so he don't care how he spend the resources. It's like Nero, while Rome burning, Nero fetting. You know, and the ERC, right, they should withdraw that the charges from all the people they have before the court. Good morning, Richie, and have a pleasant day, as I said.
Thank you. Good morning. Let me just read this very quickly, just to give you guys some context. Jamaica has campaign finance reform. All right, this is a fact. This is not hearsay. That particular reform according to the Jamaican government, it aims to promote transparency and accountability in political party funding and election campaign financing in the country. The legislation covers aspects like disclosure of financial activities, state funding, monitoring, and enforcement. Let me let you know of the disclosure requirements. Political parties in Jamaica and candidates are required to declare their assets and sources of funding. Notice this is compulsory. Donors must declare their full name, address, occupation, and that they qualify to make a donation. Again, this is a demand by law. And false declarations are considered a major offense. So Jamaica is leading in this regard, and clearly no stone is left unturned in Jamaica as far as this law is concerned. Jamaica's campaign finance laws are so comprehensive that it mandates contribution limits. Here are the facts. A donor's total contribution in a campaign period cannot exceed 10% of a candidate's aggregate expenditure limit, that's the expenditure limit, or 5% of a political party's aggregate expenditure limit. So it cannot exceed 10% of any candidate's aggregate expenditure limit and it also cannot exceed 5% of any political party's aggregate expenditure limit. The party's expenditure limit is calculated based on the number of seats they are contesting in any particular election. Again, very comprehensive, very, very straightforward. You can tell the legislators in Jamaica are very forward thinking. And from what I have read and researched, there seems to be no room for loopholes. Caller, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Richie. How you doing?
You're doing fine, thanks God.
Well, I'm one of the arrested freedom fighters. The whole, that's a short thing I'm going to say. The whole that Roosevelt carried, Raymond Blackmore and his group, I don't know how many of them, are digging for us. I swear on my mother and my father grave that Roosevelt carried and Raymond Blackmore will go down in that hole before we, the 25 people that was arrested, wait for it.
All right. No, you may feel at this time, but remain calm, maintain composure. We need to become a society where the courts are properly used. And it appears in this case there may be an overuse of the judiciary and an overuse of the authority of the police force. My advice as a law abiding citizen to all parties involved, we should not go down that road. Good morning, caller, you're live. All right, please call back. Good morning, caller.
Morning, I'm Richie. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks God.
I have a problem with some callers on that issue. I'll tell you why. When the court goes your way, UWP, I'm saying, when Daniel gave one, everything was okay with the court. The court was honest, the court was judged, everything went well. As soon as the judgment doesn't go their way, all of a sudden the judiciary prejudice. Once it goes their way, the court, okay. It cannot be like that. Let the court decide what the court decides. When it goes their way, it is not a problem. The judges fail. Once it doesn't go their way, they have a problem with that. Stop do that. And I think the judge need to, when they criticize the judge's decision, the judge need to bring them in. Bring them to the court. Because you want to criticize. My word is final according to a judge. You want to criticize and bias on my judgment, I'll bring it to the court and you will tell me why in the court. That needs to stop.
Again, the caller echoing the sentiments there. I mean, we have to be very realistic about this, and as I have already told the Prime Minister respectfully, there are certain actions you just do not take because, especially in positions of leadership, it can appear a bit immoral, and it can sway support for you or whatever organization you represent, moving people away from the beliefs of your organization. So, something to think about. Are we going to bring every nook and cranny, to the courts? Are we going to talk things out, civilized, and come to a decision? I mean, it's the adult thing to do. We can't always fight each other. This is not progressive. Are we? Are we going back to the caves? Food for thought. Good morning.
Good morning again, Richie.
Good morning.
Apparently, the person that called you there did not understand what you read. So that's why the person speaking like that. You cannot tell me in a small country like Dominica, we haven't got money for hospital. We haven't got money for this. We haven't got money for that. But you're going to import lawyers and whoever it is from away to spend millions of dollars. The country haven't got. My lady is not going to the court. It's the action before going to the court. How the hell can you import people like lawyers to work to work on a case in Dominica when Dominica have lawyers? You paying lawyers? My lady, they say when the Thomas Stalin, they say when the how you call it again? I can't remember it going. When they come for you for that one, you say it wasn't me. When they come for this one, they say it wasn't me. That's not my business. When they come for you, there will be no one to rescue you. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of sentiments around that lines. That Dominica and even some of the prosecutors, the foreign prosecutors brought here, I was informed, admitted on record that Dominica, has capable senior counsels and lawyers to handle these type of cases. The question being asked, which is it's a legit question, does it make sense leaving the Dominican legal professional, or the lawyer here, who has the capacity to do cases at this level, for a foreigner who has the same capacity but costs 3 times more? I mean, why? Good morning, caller. You're live.
Good morning, Richie.
Morning.
How are you doing? Okay?
Yes, thanks God. Morning.
Any right-thinking person could understand. You live in lawyers in Dominica and you importing lawyers for those cases there. This is wasting taxpayers' money. What happened to our lawyers in the country? This is wasting. As the other lady say, no medication in hospital. There are people to be paid. Look, the public service wants money. The public servant waiting for their pay. You have so many other interesting things to do with money, and you're wasting money sending for overseas lawyers. What wickedness that is. Thank you.
From what I'm getting, I think our government may need to rethink that and explore the professionals here. But there's also a call being made by the ERC to drop the charges completely, on the basis that the grouping in question, which is the ERC, believes the protesters were within their rights. And so while we do not support violence. Understanding the motive behind the protesters' actions. Are they really wrong? You tell me. Good morning. Caller, you're live. All right, try calling back. Caller, you're live.
Good morning, Mr. Richie.
Good morning. Welcome.
How are you, man? I'm trying my best to with you for a while now. You're doing well. That's good. But let me just say this. I believe it's Mr. Senval that called. I believe he's a former police officer. And he was talking about the amount of money spent. I want to encourage him. It is not any psychic. There's not any psychic about that. The thing is.
Oh, seems your call dropped there. Try calling back. Caller, you're live. Okay, on the overseas line, I'm not sure what's going on, but caller, you're live.
Yes, I'm Richie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Again, this is Edin Kotsenval.
Welcome.
By now, almost everybody listening to Q95 can identify my voice. But I'm doing so because I want to cite a matter with which I was involved. Now, everybody is entitled to their personal opinion.
Right.
But as Matt always say on his program, it's better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubts. The lady said anytime matters go in favor of United Workers Party, the court is fair. When it doesn't go against us, we criticize in the court. And she also said if she was the judge, that she'll ring in the person in the court and charge them or whatever. I see if she was the prime minister, she would be living a dictatorship in Dominica. But he said people do not have the right to express their opinion, but she can call you and express her opinion. Richie, we all know that the judiciary in Dominica is unfair. There are countless of cases. Let me just cite two. When the opposition United Workers Party took Mr. Skerritt and Mr. Seja to court for being a Frenchman, the judge said that the lawyer for the opposition interpreted the law correctly, Richie. I hope the lady is listening. They interpreted the law correctly. So if the lawyer interpreted the law correctly, all the judge has to do is enforce the law because they interpreted the law correctly. But yet the judge ruled in favor of Roosevelt Skerritt just because he's prime minister. He refused to ask Roosevelt Skerritt to bring his passport, to submit his passport. They had a similar matter with Denzil Douglas in St. Kitts and the same judiciary, I believe, the same players, if I'm not mistaken, the judge and so on, has compelled Denzil Douglas to submit his passport to the court. Why the same thing isn't applying in Dominica?
Yeah.
Now, there was a matter I was involved in Court Senval, Antoine Defoe, deceased, and Melvin John Baptist took this present administration to court. Well, most of them have gone now. Skerritt and his former cabinet for treating the resident judge Bernie Stevenson Brooks ruled in Skerritt and his cabinet favor. We appeal. Our lawyer, Lioness Cara Shillingford, tell us she's wrong and we're going to appeal and we are going to win. We appealed and the matter went in our favor 2-1. And the one that went against us was a Guyanese judge again, like Stevenson Brooks. They appealed to the CCJ. And we won again 9-0. All the 7 judges ruled in our favor. So overall, we had a 9-2, 11-2 victory. The chief judge
ordered the chief magistrate to appoint someone to hear the case. What happened? You may not know, Richie, or maybe you will not remember. The DPP nulliprosed the matter. The matter was nulliprosed. They went against the ruling of the chief judge, disobeying the order of the chief judge. And they nulliprosed the matter. And the lady is telling me that the judiciary in Dominica is here. There are other cases that I cannot remember, but these two came to mind. So that's why I tell you about those two. So, madam, it's better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubts. Thank you, Richie.
Thank you for your contribution. At this time, one and all, we're going to take a short break. For friends at D&D, I suspect, this topic is ongoing. So I'm sure it will continue. Good morning to Mr. Rabes at D&D Plumbing and Electricals and the good staff over there. Stay tuned to the big station. We'll be back and with more. D&D Hardware, Plumbing and Electricals. Let's take a break.
This lady asked me, sorry sir, where's D&D Plumbing and Electricals now everybody talking about? I said, ma'am, D&D is located on 2nd Federation Drive, Goodwill, above Nagico. It's that green and orange building. D&D, we also do services and sales, general plumbing such as PVC pipes and fittings, kitchen faucets, bathroom faucets, shower valve, and all the other functional parts needed for your loo or toilet. At D&D Plumbing, we have in stock inline ball valves, check valves, and all the other parts that are necessary for a job well done. And now for the big one, baby, don't forget your drain busters to unplug your waste pipes. People don't have to know your business. D&D also got your pressure reducing valve to reduce water intake, that's reducing your plumbing expenses. The reason why customers just keep coming to D&D is because of the great customer service, exceptional product knowledge, and hard to find plumbing items and tidbits. D&D on Lower Federation Drive, the full comprehensive plumbing services, repairs, maintenance, and installation. Just watch out for the green.
News from Auto Trade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of Auto Trade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars on the last Thursday of each month. Auto Trade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, there's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by Auto Trade every last Thursday. At Auto Trade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
This lady asked me, sorry sir, where's D&D Plumbing and Electricals now everybody talking about? I said, ma'am, D&D is located on 2nd Federation Drive, Goodwill, above Nagico. It's that green and orange building. D&D, we also do services and sales, general plumbing such as PVC pipes and fittings, kitchen faucets, bathroom faucets, shower valve, and all the other functional parts needed for your loo or toilet. At D&D Plumbing, we have in stock inline ball valves, check valves, and all the other parts that are necessary for a job well done. And now for the big one, baby, don't forget your drain busters to unplug your waste pipes. People don't have to know your business. D&D also got your pressure reducing valve to reduce water intake, that's reducing your plumbing expenses. The reason why customers just keep coming to D&D is because of the great customer service, exceptional product knowledge, and hard to find plumbing items and tidbits. D&D on Lower Federation Drive, the full comprehensive plumbing services, repairs, maintenance, and installation. Just watch out for the green and orange building.
We're back. Let's continue the discussion for the next couple of minutes. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Richie.
Good morning. Welcome.
I want to like a songwriter. Oh, we are all the wise men gone. Why I'm saying that? I've been years hearing them say, the lawyers, the lawyers, the lawyers. If you have lawyers, because I do not know the amount of lawyers people in Dominica, and more people join me, they don't want to be nurses, neither anything else, lawyers. So if lawyers cannot stand up for themselves and have, maybe, I don't know if they have a council or whatever they have, and stand up and say, why all you would be able to get people from overseas and we are in the thing, why can't we get a chance too? So they have a right to stand up for themselves in their group and demand that they can do. So in looking at the way they cannot do the job and they have to get lawyers overseas. Because as it always says, charity begins at home. So if we have those, we use what we have, then it will work. So if they cannot stand up for themselves and say something and allow others to come in there, feeling that they're inadequate or they're inferior, that is left to them. I will not come and ask them where the lawyers and pleading and lamenting where the lawyers were they. Because all the little cases for them to take, some of them, not all bad people, none of them are, some of them are all right. They can do the work. There are things they can do. Before they have anything, money, here it is. But they cannot do, maybe they cannot do the job, or they are inadequate or they're inferior. Why they have to allow other people to it? Isn't the people of government, some people fighting for in the WAU, fighting for the, and the port workers fighting for their right? They are standing up together, they're fighting for their right, they want their money they wear. Other places people stand up for their right. So why the lawyers cannot come in and stand up for something too? So if they import other people, it is not the government's fault. It is their fault because they ought to stand up and say, we have a bunch of lawyers, more people coming, lawyers. I do not know how lawyers it is. So they have the problem, and not the government and not the other lawyers that come overseas. They have to stand up for themselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. I just want to go a little bit further on the topic, as we're talking the Electoral Reform Coalition and electoral reform. We spoke a bit on campaign financing. We spoke on the concern brought up by the ERC regarding the excessive use of importing legal resources rather than utilizing the country's legal resources. But I also want to touch on the regulations of Registration of Elections Act passed in Parliament, which allows Dominican nationals living abroad who want to be reconfirmed on the electors list to do so by appearing in person in Dominica. Among other things is the new voter identification card. You recall this was a very hot topic prior to the passing of these three bills. To be fair to both the government of Dominica and the opposition parties here, as well as civil society, majority, and listen to me very carefully, majority, because these are the facts, of the elements which make up the voter identification card was agreed upon by all sides. However, in the government's Registration of Electors Act, the one that was passed in Parliament, it excluded a very important component which would make the card anti-corruption proof entirely. And that element is fingerprint biometrics. This was not included in this new voter identification card process. However, the new legislation aims to enhance the independence and efficacy of the Electoral Commission through the establishment of the Electoral Commission Fund and additional mechanisms that will empower the Commission to ensure that elections are conducted fairly and freely in Dominica. We recently saw the signing of, I think, of a $1.2 million contract, if I'm not mistaken, between the Electoral Commission and this German company, Semlex. Semlex, I did some research. They are legit, specialize in making these digitized versions of voter registration and voter verification. They appear really good at what they do, and so they received a contract signing of some $1.2 million to create Dominica's own digital registration system. I'm sure upon completion, we'll hear from the Electoral Office or the Electoral Commissioner again, the Chief Electoral Commissioner. He spoke after quite a while, and I say this very modestly. We haven't heard Mr. Stowe in quite a while in the media. However, I want to play to you, if we have the time, some excerpts from that meeting, because I was there. I couldn't miss that one. And so let me play that for you for a few minutes, and then we'll take your calls.
But the implementation of this new system comes at a considerable financial cost. It is an essential and worthwhile investment, an investment in the strength, transparency, and integrity of our democracy. The true cost of the inaction will be far greater. The new system will bring critical improvements, particularly in the accuracy and the security of the electoral process. One of its key features is the creation and maintenance of more reliable and up-to-date voters lists. Only eligible voters will be included, and the technology will introduce robust mechanisms to prevent fraudulent voting practices. In so doing, it will provide greater confidence to the Dominican people in the credibility and fairness of elections. This system will enable voter and voters lists to confirm his or her registration beginning from September 1 and through August 31st, 2026. It will also facilitate new registrations under the new Registration of Electors Act. A major aspect of the system being provided by Semlex is the provision of mobile kits, which will be used to reach the vulnerable persons in communities. In addition to negotiating and concluding this agreement with Semlex, the Electoral Commission and the Electoral Office have been or will be involved in a number of activities to facilitate the start of confirmation. These include recruitment of staff, including communication specialists and enrollment staff, setting up of confirmation offices in every constituency, equipping the offices, training of staff in the new legislation, training of registering officers and assistant registering officers, and of course, we have a lot of public relations to conduct. So this is not merely a technical upgrade, it is a bold step forward in our democratic journey. It sends a clear message that we are committed to continuous improvement, to good governance, to protecting the rights of every citizen to participate in free and fair elections. Let us recognize this moment for what it is, a milestone that brings us closer to the ideals of a modern, just, and democratic society. Together, let us move forward with a shared commitment to building a stronger and more transparent democracy for the people of Dominica.
Dominica, that was your Chief Elections Commissioner, Mr. Duncan Stowe. I can tell you that the signing ceremony took place on June 6th, 2025. This was done at the conference room of the Electoral Office. I'd like to say a special good morning to Tyrone. Robin, good morning. Melinda, good morning to you as well. Feel free to call in and give your perspective. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Richie.
Good morning. Welcome.
Richie, on the matter of the government telling the court that they have to secure outside lawyers for that case. Richie, I want you to jog my memory. I like to be fair and balanced. I like to stay in the middle of the road. Can you recall, tell me if I am wrong, that there was a memo, a circular that went out from the Bar Association to the public? It made all the news outlets condemning those charges on all those 25 persons.
That's correct.
Is it 25?
Yeah.
Am I correct, sir?
You are correct, yeah.
So if I am correct, and the Bar Association sends out that memo to Attorney General Levi Peter and to the cabinet, condemning those charges, you now put the government in a corner. You're telling the government, we do not want your $1 million. Do not employ us. Do not expect to call upon us that we will not represent you if we are so called upon to represent the state. What is the word? I cannot get
it's a fair point that you're making. They basically took a stance considering the totality of the situation. And so
condemning all the
condemning the charges, yeah. So you would not expect them to be engaged in this particular matter by the government. I get your point.
So what do you expect the government to do? Now you have now forced the Attorney General's hand to go to Trinidad or wherever. You're the one, the Bar Association, that said on behalf of your 121 lawyers, we do not want your $1 million. Please, we condemn those charges. So there you are. I want you to get that memo and read it out again to the public. What did you expect Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit to do but to go outside? He say, boy, them man don't want my case. They don't want the state case. Them man say they'll sell the case out, that they're condemning those charges. what you want the government to do, my brother. That is the topic, my brother. As a young upcoming talk show host, you have to bring out all aspects of a topic, my brother. God bless you.
God bless. Well, just to let you know, caller, that's already been done, eh? But you can, as well as imagine, not all the lawyers in Dominica are in agreement with the Bar Association, and those lawyers are also still qualified to handle such cases. So, what do you say to them? Have you thought about that? There you go. All right, so let's make it clear. The Bar Association was speaking on behalf of its members. So obviously, a meeting was held, my friend, within the membership of the Bar Association. And those who agreed, they agreed. But I'm telling you, there are those who did not agree. They could have been engaged. They were not. Think about that. But fair point. Fair point. Good morning to Ivinia. Special morning to you. I will. I'll read that statement that the caller mentioned. It is public information. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Richie.
Welcome.
The caller made a fair point. Now, I believe you just said that there are some, not every member of the Bar Association was in favor with this statement.
Yeah.
But however, it would be very difficult for the government to know who was in favor and who wasn't in favor unless there is a whistleblower. Right. So, but I want to answer the caller's question. Since the majority said that it is unfair, it is draconian, the people were demonstrating for their rights, what Mr. Skerrit should do, caller, is drop the charges. Thank you.
Again, that's a fair point. You know, it's whenever lawyers come together on cases as controversial as this, and they give a clear outline, which to any logical person makes sense. Even questioning the whole motive of the situation, you really, really have to take a step back. It's the right thing to do. Morning, caller, you're live.
My beloved brother, blessings, it's just me again.
Welcome.
Richie, thank you. Richie, the late Special said something that will keep resonating, vibrating, or echoing for all of eternity if we live to see eternity, because they have nuclear weapons planning to destroy us. When he said, we wear our ignorance as a badge of honor. Most of the times I listen to people speak, Richie, and the same thing my family Sandal just said. Matt said it. Think before you speak. It is better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And I'm not referring to any particular person. That's a statement hanging in the air, Matt. Richie. Remember, Richie, there was a matter in the court for 8 years against the opposition. Can you recall, Richie?
Yeah, I do.
And then they throw it out. Who were the lawyers representing what they call government, Richie? Trinidadians. Wasn't that so?
That's correct.
The Bar Association did not say anything then. So, Matt, Richie, boy, Matt, good morning again. Not morning, no blessings. So, Richie, I am saying when you need mercenaries to execute that perceive expectations of engagement, particularly you're paying for it. Why do you need domestic mercenaries? And Richie, that means nothing else. Let those who have ears hear and listen, who have eyes see and observe. I am just saying, Richie, how can you be glorifying your own abuse? That kind of extravagance, that kind of persecution, that kind of brutality. Everybody have their own agenda. I have my agenda to speak truth, justice, and righteousness, to stand for it. And I really do not care who gets offended, because it's not my intention to offend. It's my intention to speak truth, Richie. I am just saying, Richie, as I said yesterday or this morning, the way ignorance is in abundance, it is folly to be wise. It is foolish to be wise, because you're talking to brick walls, Richie. Some people say, oh, maybe they did not understand. Whether they understand or not, we have a kind of frightening, obsessive preference for oppressors. And you are not excluded because the oppression is not exclusive. Richie, what can you say to a brick wall? And a brick wall is not stone wall, Richie. A person can stone wall. But when you're talking to a brick wall, Richie, automatically it's a stone wall. So it is sad to see, Richie. How can I validate or give merit or endorse brutality when I'm suffering the brutality from that brutal oppressor or oppressors? It is, Richie, it is illogical, it is nonsensical to try to comprehend or understand. Really and truly, Richie, remember I tell you, Richie, maybe it's fair we have to walk by, Richie, because otherwise, Richie, can you please blindfold me, Richie? I will bless you.
Boy, oh boy. Wishing you a great morning, brother. Okay, so as promised, let me just read this out to you, to everyone listening at this time. This is the official statement from the Dominica Bar Association, I believe dated, if I'm not mistaken, May 26, 2025, very recent. The Dominica Bar Association, DBA, issues this statement to express deep concern regarding the events following the March 19th, 2025 protest against the passage of electoral reform bills in Parliament. This includes the subsequent arrest and criminal charges brought against protesters and others involved. While some time has passed since these events, the DBA deems it necessary to address these issues publicly in alignment with its constitutional mandate. The delay in releasing this statement allowed for thorough legal analysis, factual review, and engagement with members, ensuring a considered and balanced response. The association acknowledges the conflicting public discourse surrounding the protest and the arrests, especially in light of statements from the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, IACHR, the government, the Director of Public Prosecutions, and public sentiment. The DBA reaffirms the right of citizens to peaceful protest as a fundamental constitutional right and emphasizes that any legal restrictions must be reasonably justifiable in a democratic society. The statement draws attention to Section 11 of the Constitution, which protects freedom of assembly and association, while recognizing that any limitations must balance public interest with individual rights. A central concern raised by the DBA is the use of the outdated Riot Act, originally enacted in 1897 and last amended in 1974, under which several individuals, including protest organizers and an attorney representing detainees, were arrested. The bar questions the constitutionality of this law and points to more modern democratic frameworks such as the United Kingdom's repealed Riot Act and subsequent Public Order Act of 1986. The arrest of attorney Ronald Charles who had been providing legal counsel during the process of protests and is also a political figure, is especially troubling. The DBA warns that such actions risk undermining the rule of law and intimidating legal practitioners, thereby impeding access to justice. On the matter of electoral reform, which was the core issue behind the protest, the DBA reiterates previous contributions made to the national discourse and offers clarification on key elements of these new laws. While the reforms include voter identification cards, a reconfirmation process, and improvements to the Electoral Commission's autonomy, they fall short on several recommendations made by Sir Dennis Byron, particularly in areas such as campaign finance regulation and voter eligibility criteria. The Bar Association notes that although public consultations were held, the absence of a transparent, data driven report remains a significant shortcoming. Overall, while certain steps have been taken, the DBA urges continued scrutiny and reform to align electoral laws with democratic principles. Wow. You can tell that they did their research, and it is indeed a very balanced statement, hitting at the heart. Again, this was written and published and approved by the executive of the Dominica Bar Association on May 26th, 2025. Caller, you're live.
Yeah, good morning, Rich. Greetings, Richie.
Greetings,
and
welcome.
Dominica. Richie, as a young man like you, would you want you be the only one in Dominica to have this level of open-minded and knowledge? Wouldn't you want all the other young men in Dominica and women be the same way, even if it's different career, but at least open-minded, very knowledgeable of what's going on? I think it's very ignorant for that woman to call and say that why people going against the judge's decision. Because in America and worldwide, if the judge's decision is biased, it's the person's right to appeal it.
That is correct.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their right to do it. And I think we as Dominicans, and as a young man like you, Richie, you're very knowledgeable, very open-minded. That's why you are in the position that you're in. Anyone can come in Matt's position and sit and do that. Because of your state of mind, that's why you're there. So I would like to see all other Dominican young men and women with that same type of mentality. That's the way the country will move forward. But when you have people with a certain mentality, that will leave the country down. Do you see Dominica moving forward with that kind of mentality, that laissez-faire mentality and attitude? Don't care?
I'll tell you this, caller. You're making a very strong point. I also told the Prime Minister this in person at a press conference, that it is very important that we change the mentality of the citizenry to a more progressive and understanding type of citizenry. Because if we continue down the line of each man is an island, me, myself, and I, what I want, what my pal rep give me, Dominica will destroy itself. And I told him that as a major in psychology, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The theory of behaviorism. Yeah, the theory of behavior. I mean, this is as real as it gets. Humans, and not to get too scientific, but humans are psychological, are social beings, and so if you do not focus on the proper social aspect, you do not teach the proper civic principles, you will have an extremely dysfunctional society, and so
society and the
you will never have right, and you'll never have a proper functioning public system. It just can't happen because the proper social aspects are not there People don't know how to communicate with each other. People don't know that if I do something wrong, I should take some responsibility, ask for forgiveness, move forward. They laugh at those things, and who is to blame? And so that's why I like to talk on education reform. That we have to look at this whole civics thing and really target this from the source and get back Dominica on track, because you can have all the airports you want, you can have all the marinas you want. You don't have the right attitude within the workforce, Dominica will destroy itself. This is historical. It's not new.
For instance, look at Ross University. Why do you think America invests in Ross? Because America knows that the doctors in America, one day they're going to retire. So they need new doctors to take their place.
Correct.
So this is what I'm saying. If our children in Dominica is not informed and not educated, who are going to take the attorney's place? Who are going to take Joshua Francis and all the others' place when they retire?
Correct.
We need an informed society. We got to educate, and the parents calling with the ignorant attitude. They have children coming up. They don't want a better society for the children, my brother. Look at Jamaica and all the other places. Usain Bolt and them. Now they're making provisions for future athletics. Usain Bolt retired. Now there's others coming up after Usain. What do we have in Dominica, my brother? We have a fair state in Dominica. It's a shame for Roosevelt to be a teacher and have Dominica in that condition. And I don't blame him to a point, I blame the people that's supporting him. And I always going to maintain the police department have to play a strong role in Dominica's demise. The police, because for instance, yesterday I was coming from from a state driving to another state. There's some people protesting a certain medical facility with placards on the side of the street. Do you think police going to come and intervene? That's the people, right? The people they're protesting, people driving and honking their horns. No, not police was over there looking at them with guns or nothing like that. That was their right to do. One time in Harlem, the people were protesting in the street of Harlem on 125th. You know what the police was doing? They were in front of the protesters and on the back to make sure that they're protected by other vehicles and guiding them. It was their right to do that as long as they're not destroying people's property.
Correct.
So the police department, a lot of them don't realize they have to retire someday, and they regret that they never took an action for Dominica. My brother, you're doing an excellent job, man. Peace and blessing.
Peace and blessings. Yeah, I have made these statements. These were my personal views, and I chose to make it public at that time because that was the opportunity provided to me, and I felt the need then strongly to express that to the minister and the other cabinet members, because anyone who knows me personally or professionally, I am all for a united Dominica. I mean, it's my MO, it's my modus operandi. It is how I operate. I do not believe in victimizing people. Even if I don't like you, I don't have to like you to do my job properly or to assist you if it is required. That's the job. That's what professionals do. That's how I was trained. And so if we all develop that mindset, you will have a dynamic Dominica. I also made it clear to the ministers who were present at the time that a dynamic Dominica cannot exist without the corresponding mindset. You see, it's all about attitude. It's all about mindset. We cannot keep victimizing each other and expect progress regardless of any fancy building. These are the facts. Good morning, caller, you're live.
Richie, quick and finally. Richie, if something is broken and it is working in your interest and you're criminally minded, why should you fix it? All the great ideas and recommendations and suggestions and all of that, they know, Richie. And it's not what you know. Knowledge is not the key. It's the application of knowledge that is the key. They do not want Dominica fixed. They do not want UWP and labor rights or whatever stupid eyes all of us are. to come together and laugh. No, they want us to be fighting. Because while we are fighting, we are distracted, Richie. We are distracted fighting among ourselves and the oppressor. We have a common enemy destroying the country for you and me. And you telling me, are you WP and you live on? Both of us in poverty. Both of us cannot pay our bills. Both of us children running up and down. We don't know where they are. We cannot ask them questions when they come with their iPhone and their latest shoes and latest clothes because we are poorer than a pauper. So we fail to realize the psychology or the psychological ploy that is being used on the people. So these guys do not want unity. I saw a friend of mine, Ian Douglas, but you're looking good. Take care of yourself. So Richie, I just saying, or you think Scary trying to fix Dominica? Dominica is broken and it is working for him. And all the great suggestions and ideas and recommendations, quite creative and innovative. But guess what? When I don't implement those, that then are they going to put me out? Give all your friends your election for you to vote me out. So all those little labor rights and UWPIs that they're making noise and saying, oh, my labor, my party, my prime minister, all of us are in the same boat and it is taking water and it is sinking fast. Richie, you can swim?
Yes, I can. I can.
Have a blessed day, my brother.
Blessed day. And I always advocate for this. That we have to unite on principle. It doesn't make sense. It's not progressive. It's not civil. You know, you talk about having a degree, but if you have a degree and you have a bad attitude, you're like a scoundrel. There's no difference. The degree doesn't define you. Your attitude does. Your mindset does. And so if that is not in line with the principles of logicness and wisdom, then you don't finish grow up yet. It's just that simple. That's what it is. Which is why we really need to get civics, things like civics, back into the schools. Teach the kids how to relate to each other and how to handle serious issues and circumstances. Than this, personalization. Everything is personalized. It's pathetic. You're 40 years, 50 years, and you operating as if you're 5 years. I mean, this thing have to stop. It have to stop. And I'm very, very serious about this. You cannot move. No country cannot move forward with people behaving like that. It's unbecoming. Good morning. All right, please call back. Morning caller, you're live.
Richie, I just want to tell Blessing, keep up the good work. My brother, speak. And I say your soul shall be healed. My brother, you educating the people. Never say that is your last call, my brother. Anytime you get hold of the radio, right, call. Richie don't talk over you. He don't cut you off. So, as I always say, the elderly people always listen to Q95, some of them. So, my brother, take care of yourself. You say you never go to school, but you better than some of the ministers, the president. So, I say, my brother, take care of yourself and speak, my brother, speak. People will talk, but don't feel bad. Continue the good work which you have been doing on Q95, my brother. Richie Rich, thank you very much. Up, I
Marlene. Special morning to Her Excellency Sylvani Burton and Mr. Burton. I saw that our president received a very nice gift from the staff of Logos Hope yesterday. I was at that ceremony. I can tell you that our president felt very welcomed. Huh? But back to the topic, caller, you're live. Good morning, caller, you're live.
Hey, Richie, morning.
Morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Okay, Richie, I just want to follow up on your topic you have been talking there this morning, especially the one where our people must learn a little bit more socialize, better customer service, Richie. As you rightly said, if you put in all those development and we haven't got people to give service to the public, we're going to still have a dream break on even our own development, as you've seen. When you travel even in the Caribbean and you go to some business places, the level of service you will get professionally. Sometimes you don't even want to spend what you might end up spending. And that is taking a bad effect on our own development. When you look at Roseau especially, when you go to some little business place, customer service, you get a terrified bad service. Even when you go to the representative office, regardless to which side it is, blue or red or yellow, you get some bad service right there. The pallet secretaries in the offices, like the somersaulting you, it is terrible, Richie, and that is one of the things that giving our country a brain drain, because we're not making money, Richie. When you look at the system today, when you look at the big enterprise in Roseau, wherever you ever hear these enterprises calling you and tell you buy one and you're getting free, they're giving you all kind of deals, and you're saying you can feel it, Richie, because people don't want to go to certain places where they don't getting good service. You see some big supermarket today, they're telling you on Sunday morning, come, they will give you 5 and 10%. Buy one, you'll get free. And people don't understand that. And the politics, we take the politics to dangerous, Richie. Men like Rosie Douglas stand up for people all over the world. Nelson Mandela, he fight for black people. Even the white men like Abraham Lincoln, they abolished slavery in the 18th century in America. President Kennedy, the white man, that's why all these men die, as the brother telling the state, the brother that just called. When President Kennedy liberated for black children to go to school and black people to work certain places, there was riot in the street. And I mean, Richie, you're touching a point that we can fight without for politics, but we burying our own self. It's a thing that's happening in Dominica today, Richie. We alive and we burying our own self. We always ready to kill each other. Dominican people don't even want to see you surviving. The same very people that's struggling, they're selling bread, nut, and rice like you, but they don't want you to survive. When you look at the street of Roseau today, foreigners sell things anywhere on the street, and we don't want our little brother to survive. Richie, remember the little young guy that had a nice little bar by the bayfront?
I remember. But we have to wrap up now. I just got a call that we need to engage our folks at Springfield.
Have a good morning, Richie. Yeah, continue those positive programs there. You see those programs there on our own development, which you need to speak more about.
You will always get that from me. Again, this is my modus operandi. Have a good day. Blessings, bro. You'll always get that from me. That's how I operate. I can't be nothing else. All right, so at this time, my friends, we're going to be speaking to the lovely folks at Springfield Trading and S-Smart. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this.
For decades, Springfield Trading Limited has provided Dominica with a very trusted distribution platform of the highest quality, best prices, everyday can't do without products and consumer brands. And as the Springfield Trading wheels of distribution continue to turn, we serve this nation with distinction on all levels, supported by a unique merchandising service, serving all major accounts across Dominica, the best daily distribution mobile network, and a dedicated support team. It is no doubt that Springfield Trading is being saluted for its market service confidence, efficiency, and consistency. With quality in everything, Springfield Trading is providing the brands you know and have come to trust, depend, and rely on with glowing confidence. Distributors for holiday foods, grab a holiday, Fruta, real fruit juice, juiced right. Buster, you've gotta have a Buster. Chubby, every day is Monday. Colgate, a world of care. Crooks Biscuits, your vital supplies. Cadbury Chocolate makes every day delicious. And so many more products. Only from Springfield Trading Limited.
For all your shopping needs at the best prices in Dominica. Shop at S-Mart. Shop at S-Mart.
Shop smart at S-Mart. It's no lotto.
Oh, my favorite shop.
Smart at S-Mart. Top of flow. And it shop smart at S-Mart.
Sunday.
Open on holidays. Shop smart at S-Smart. Much fresh fruit and produce.
Good quality service. Unlimited parking. All the best products at S-Mart. You get the best prices.
Shop smart at S-Smart.
And welcome back. We're speaking with marketing officer, the lovely Chanel from Springfield Trading. Good morning to you and welcome, Chanel.
Good morning, Richie. Thank you, and how are you?
I'm doing good.
Great. So good morning to all listeners of Q95 Radio. My name is Chanel with this morning's Springfield Trading S-Smart infomercial. A special good morning to all our valuable customers of the mobile trucks, the wholesale department, S-Smart supermarket, and S-Smart pharmacy. Also sending warm morning wishes out to our staff of Springfield Trading Limited and S-Smart. Shout out to our sales guys as well who are out on their routes right now. Be safe, guys. We appreciate you and have a good day. So today's program is focused on our promotions, sales, and a few other items from the stores. For the listeners who do not follow us on social media, we have launched a brand new Juices promotion. So customers, you get the chance to shop and win a supermarket shopping spree. As with all our promotions, we give you various ways to enter. This is no different. Customers, all you need to do is purchase any size Fruiter, any size Cool Kids from any of the retail outlets island-wide for your chance to win. Once you have purchased the product, what do you do next, you might ask? It's simple. You have three choices. First, you locate the code on the bottle or the box starting with 786. Then you can submit your entry via WhatsApp to 275-3171. That number again is 275-3171. Send us a message with your first name and your last name alongside a photo of the product with the code starting with 786 clearly visible, and you can send us that photo with your receipt if you wish to. Again, that's 275-3171. For customers who shop at any of the participating retail outlets, these locations will have drop boxes, so all you need to do is write your first and your last name on the back of the receipt, along with your phone number, and drop it into the box provided. If you're online and you would prefer submit your entry through our WooBox link, you can do so as well. Simply click the link in the caption of our pinned post on our official Facebook and Instagram page, that's Springfield Trading Limited, and follow the instructions to lock in your entries. This promotion runs until September 30th. Prizes will be announced weekly beginning in the next few weeks. There will be 3 winners every week of shopping vouchers of $150, and then at the end of the promotion, September 30th, we'll have 1 grand prize winner. That person will win the grand prize of a $1,000 shopping spree. So as I mentioned, all you need to do is buy one of the qualifying items. That's the Fruiter, the Cool Kids, and you can buy 3 products or 6. That's 3 entries. That's 6 entries. So all you do, you buy one. If you're feeling lucky and you want to increase your chances of winning that $1,000 shopping spree, you could buy 6. That's 6 entries. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll touch base on a few other items.
Yo, you got to get it choose right and get choose the one with the fruiter inside.
No ordinary fruit make it into fruiter. We carefully select the juiciest, fruitiest fruit.
Looking for your taste? Yeah, you know it. You right. You know it. Fruiter inside.
So you get the real fruit in every sip. Fruiter, only the best get to do.
Fruiter, choose right. Yeah. Got choose it, yo. You got to get it choose right and get choose the one with the fruiter inside.
No ordinary fruit make it into fruiter. We carefully select the juiciest, fruitiest fruit.
Looking for your taste? Yeah, you know it. You got it. You know it. Fruiter inside.
So you get the real fruit in every sip. Fruiter, only the best get to do.
Fruiter, choose right. Yeah. Crunchy, holiday cheesecake. Cheesecake, got the best cheesecake. Got the taste, but the linger. Long live cheesecake, holiday cheesecake, holiday cheesecake. Got the taste, but the linger. Long live Crunch on holiday cheesecake today.
And we're back with Springfield Trading. Chanel, what can you tell us?
So welcome back, listeners. And before the break, we mentioned to you our Juices campaign where you purchase any Cool Kids or Fruiter, any flavor to enter for the chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree. Once again, all you do is purchase any one of the products, locate the code on the box or the bottle starting with 786, send us a photo of the product with the code clearly visible or a photo of the receipt along with your full name on WhatsApp at 275-3171. That number again is 275-3171. Or you can write your name and your number on the back of your receipt and place it into the drop box provided at any of the participating retail outlets island-wide. Now, that's not all. At our supermarket, S-Mart, we also have an ongoing sale featuring our toys. So for the parents who have little ones who just graduated or did really well and you want to treat them to something special, maybe something that can occupy them during the summer, be it educational or just something fun, you can browse through our toy selection in store. All toys are now 40% off. We have options like water guns, building blocks, painting and coloring sets, kitchen sets, and more. At our wholesale department, we have frozen items available. Our chicken wings are now back in stock. Also, at our wholesale, you can get a wide range of snack items like our Soldanza Chipotle. For example, this is presently on sale for only $2 a pack. Speaking of snacks, we have a brand new cookie on the market. We are proud to announce our newest member to our Domino line of cookies, the Domino Dulce de Leche. In the literal sense, this means candy made of milk. It's typically a thick and sugary caramel-like sauce that's made by slowly heating sweet milk. This new flavor is now available, so for those of you who typically enjoy this, or maybe you're curious as to what it tastes like and you want to experience it, you should. You won't regret it. Now, we just want to take a moment to also highlight our returning top player, our Shirley Ginger Biscuit. It's now back in stock. You can purchase it on our mobile trucks, our wholesale department, S-Mart supermarkets, and various retail outlets island-wide. So we're Nostalgic Snack Central, as you know. We have all your favorite childhood snacks, from your crunchy holiday snacks like your cheese sticks to your savory digestive biscuits and even your favorite chubby drinks. So be sure to grab yours on your next visit to a store near you. Now, we just want to remind you of everything we've discussed so far throughout this infomercial. Once again, our Shirley Ginger Biscuit is back on the market. We have a brand new Domino cookie, the flavor Dulce de Leche. Reminder to our customers that our Huggies Snug and Dry is at a reduced price. Once again, this is not a promotion, it's a price reduction, so you can take advantage of it at any time that you wish to. Huggies Snug and Dry is only $50.95. That's any stage and any size. For the entire month of July at S-Mart Supermarket, customers can purchase their toys for 40% off. And once again, our ongoing Juices campaign. Customers who purchase any size Fruiter or Cool Kids get the chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree. All you need to do is purchase the qualifying products, that's Fruiter or Cool Kids, locate the code starting with 786, and then send us a photo of the code clearly visible on the product alongside of your full name via WhatsApp at 275-3171. That number again is 275-3171. Or you can also write your details on the back of your receipt, and once you make the purchase, drop it into the drop box provided. The promotion runs until September 30th. 3 winners will be chosen weekly beginning in the next few weeks, and 1 person will win the grand prize of a $1,000 shopping spree. We're going to take a quick break again, and when we come back, we'll touch base on our conveniences.
Yo, you got to get it true, right and get choose the one with the fruiter inside. Yeah.
No ordinary fruit make it into fruiter. We carefully select the juiciest, fruitiest fruit.
Looking for your taste, yo, you know it. You try it, you know it. Fruiter inside.
So you get the real fruit in every sip. Fruiter, only the best get juice.
Fruiter, choose right. Yeah. Gotta get Choose it, yo, you got to get it true, right and get it. Choose the one with the filter inside.
No ordinary fruit make it into fruta. We carefully select the juiciest, fruitiest fruit.
Looking for your taste, you know it. You right, it's the best. You know it's filter inside.
So you get the real fruit in every sip. Fruta, only the best get to.
Fruta, choose right, yeah.
For decades, Springfield Trading Limited has provided Dominica with a very trusted distribution platform of the highest quality, best prices, everyday can't do without products and consumer brands. And as the Springfield Trading wheels of distribution continue to turn, we serve this nation with distinction on all levels, supported by a unique merchandising service, serving all major accounts across Dominica, the best daily distribution mobile network, and a dedicated support team. It is no doubt that Springfield Trading is being saluted for its market service confidence, efficiency, and consistency. With quality in everything, Springfield Trading is providing the brands you know and have come to trust, depend, and rely on with glowing confidence. Distributors for holiday foods, grab a holiday, Fruta, real fruit juice, juiced right. Buster, you've got to have a Buster. Chubby, every day is fun day. Colgate, a world of care. Crooks Biscuits, your vital supplies. Cadbury Chocolate, makes every day delicious. And so many more products, only from Springfield Trading Limited, where quality is everything.
And we're back. Springfield Trading Limited, one of our amazing clients, really doing amazing work in Dominica in the retail business and pharmaceuticals. Chanel.
Welcome back, listeners. Just a reminder, some of the services that we provide to our customers at S-Mart. You can now pay the following company bills via SurePay, that's Judicial and DigiPlay, Dewasco, Flow, Pan American, Surgical General Life, and Health Insurance, as well as Fast Cash. At S-Mart, we offer phone top-up services, both Flow and Judicial. We also offer Dominic pay-as-you-go top-up services. You can purchase your lottery tickets and your scratch cards. Customers can also take advantage of all of these services in store and get their medications and pharmaceutical needs met through our pharmacy branch located right next door. At our S-Mart pharmacy, you can send your prescriptions via email or WhatsApp and pick it up without leaving your car by utilizing our drive-through services. Prescriptions can be sent to 235-2328. That number again is 235-2328. Customers who want to inquire more about our services can also utilize this number. Reminder that the S-Mart Supermarket and S-Mart Pharmacy regular opening hours are Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our opening hours for the wholesale department are Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The contact number for Springfield Trading Limited is 448-2340. That number again is 448-2340. S-Mart Supermarket, 275-6735. That number again is 275-6735. And the S-Mart Pharmacy can be contacted at 235-2328. Once again, that's 235-2328. A pleasant good day to all the listeners, and a reminder to tune in next week Thursday from 9:35 for the next S-Mart Springfield Trading infomercial. It was a pleasure being on air with you today, Richie. Have a good day.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Chanel from Springfield Trading Limited. Make sure you make a turn there today and get the stuff you need for the home, huh? Chanel, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you as well.
Take care.
Even more so, politicians
well done.
the honor to serve, but it's not so anymore. Greed and selfishness have now taken over.
The biscuit. Yeah.
And if you support a politician as a Californian,
Take my photo.
to hold his feet.
Going on the Facebook page.
Fire.
Alright, so
Government in power, they want to save them forever. You must turn the government. Turn the government. Your government neglects what and the young people feel they're forgotten. Turn the government. Turn the government. The administration no want to elect electoral reform. Chan the government, I tell you, chan the government. If you're afraid of controversy, boy, stay in your church and sing. Unless you want to be known universally as the world, one and only apocalypse of king. Papa, Papa. Oh, yeah, yo.
Ah, boy. This one coming in from the web, Calypsonian in Dominica, a song titled Capon. Well, Dominica, that's it for me as it relates to the hot seat. I can tell you that Talking the Block going to be another packed program. You're going to want to tune in for that at 1 p.m.
I still have not fulfilled my dreams, but along the way, I've learned that you can win.
Advise you to stay tuned to the big station, Q95 FM. This is Richie Farrell saying good morning.
Watch out, that man deserve mercy. So now I err on the side of the people struggling for my sweet Lord. It is He who shepherds me. For
decades, Springfield Trading Limited has provided Dominica with a very trusted distribution platform of the highest quality, best prices. Every day can't do without products and consumer brands. And as the Springfield Trading wheels of distribution continue to turn, we serve this nation with distinction on all levels, supported by a unique merchandising service, serving all major accounts across Dominica, the best daily distribution mobile network, and a dedicated support team. It is no doubt that Springfield Trading is being saluted for its market service confidence, efficiency, and consistency. With quality in everything, Springfield Trading is providing the brands you know and have come to trust, depend, and rely on with glowing confidence. Distributors for holiday foods, Grab a Holiday, Fruta, Real Fruit Juice, Juiced Right, Buster. You've gotta have a Buster. Chubby, every day is Monday. Colgate, a world of care. Crooks Biscuits, your vital supplies. Cadbury Chocolate, makes every day delicious. And so many more products, only from Springfield Trading Limited.
This lady asked me, sorry sir, where's D&D Plumbing and Electricals now everybody talking about? I said, ma'am, D&D is located on 2nd Federation Drive, Goodwill, above Nagico. It's that green and orange building. D&D, we also do services and sales, general plumbing such as PVC pipes and fittings, kitchen faucets, bathroom faucets, shower valve, and all the other functional parts needed for your loo or toilet. At D&D Plumbing, we have in stock inline ball valves, check valves, and all the other parts that are necessary for a job well done. And now for the big one, baby, don't forget your drain busters to unplug your waste pipes. People don't have to know your business. D&D also got your pressure reducing valves to reduce water intake, thus reducing your plumbing expenses. The reason why customers just keep coming to D&D is because of the great customer service, exceptional product knowledge, and hard to find plumbing items and tidbits. D&D on Lower Federation Drive, the full comprehensive plumbing services, repairs, maintenance, and installation. Just watch out for the green and orange building.
From the time that you taste it, man, you know that is greatness. Some ice in your cup, tell your friends in cups, you know that we like it. Big now the bar, we don't need chase, but if you want, it could mix with anything. We drinking stones, ginger wine, the original ginger wine. We drinking a lot of ginger wine. Greatness is forever.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
I see Golo in shopping for farming supplies. So I ask him, what are you doing inside Bloomberg? Do you have a farm? He tell me, that's how it has sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. He say, no, not woman. Like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloomberg is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
Do you want more miles for less? Rubis Ultratech gasoline and diesel uses advanced fuel technology to optimize your vehicle's performance and improve its fuel economy. By removing deposits, Ultratech maximizes your vehicle's performance, keeping your engine clean and running like new. What does Ultratech greater fuel economy mean to you? You get more miles for less. Put only the best in your tank. Ultratech Fuel, only from Rubis.
Get Rubis, get going, get Rubis, get going.
What Super 6 jackpot is now over $400,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
That email seems suspicious, and that SMS could be vicious. That phone call or voice notes too serious, too good to be true, probably fictitious. Don't be fooled by online imposters, promise things that are gonna cost ya. Be aware, protect your data and money. Stay aware, stay alert,
You can outsmart the scammers. A message from Republic Bank. Report any suspicious activity to customer care at rfhl.com.
June month end to the first week in July. All roads lead to Scott's Head for the Grand Kashaku Reunion Festival, beginning Friday, June 27th with sounds of praise to the Most High, lively cultural performances, followed by Soir l'Histoire, a night of powerful, topical, juicy history with Dr. Lennox Honeychurch, followed by the Super Blocko finale. Saturday 20th, Sakis Abukabot in spectacular carnival style, followed by Dr. Mika Lavadi and Dropping. Sunday 30th, church service, then village festival with the Unstoppable Person Serenade. Tuesday, July 1st, trip to Kalinago territory. Wednesday, July 2nd, Dog Blue and Big Money Bingo. Tuesday, July 3rd, Beach Party and Talent Night with special guest Franklin Moses. Friday, July 4th, Grand Dinner and Dance. Saturday, Fest, the highly anticipated return of Kona with Midnight Movement. Sunday, July 6th, Super Blocko. Extra code coupon is only $3 for $10. Raffle to include a large screen, smart television, and multiple smart phone devices. Don't miss the Scott's Head Kashaku Reunion. Good month into the first week of July. Sponsored by Belfast Estate, Couplet Bear, DNO, Q95, and Creole Heartbeats. Look at people!
The hurricane season is here. Being prepared can help you and your family minimize the impact of the adverse weather conditions. Here's a few hurricane preparedness tips from Fine Foods. Know all evacuation routes if you live close to the coast. Have a first aid kit and prescription drug supplies on hand. If you need to evacuate, bring these supplies with you. Have plenty bottled water, batteries, and flashlights. Always have plenty of non-perishable items on hand. Be prepared. A few hurricane preparedness tips by Fine Foods, the biggest distributor of the biggest brands.
Introducing the new Caribbean paint from Do It Center. Durag paint and wall covering from Do It Best Quality Paint, giving you the same great interior and exterior quality, the same color matching technology, at an incredible price. Available in black, satin, and semi-gloss. Visit us on Google Road or call our paint department at 255-6896. Do It Center, your partner in the home improvements.
Working hard for many years in London, Goldwyn is now retired and back living in Dominica enjoying his pension. He too shook a smile so we can see the gold teeth and too shook a young. I met him coming out of Flosses with the help of some staff carrying different foods, drinks, and meats to his vehicle. Myself too fast to go and ask the man what's up. Is their story start? Après moi fini travail ouais, so that Kadimo descend Dominic pour finir la hamwe. I said, Goldwyn, speak in English, don't force it. Then he said, I shop with intelligence, yeah? At Flosses, you get the most reasonable prices. Quarter bag flour, rice, sugar, milk, beers, soft drinks, water, rum, and so much more. Prices and quantities to fit your needs, mate. Because you just come down and want to tell me what I know about Flosses already. That's where I shop. It's not you alone that want to save money but still get the quality goods. That's right. And if you're listening to this ad, go and check out Flosses for yourself. Next to the Rosal Market, you can't miss it.
Now opened on Sunday from 10
The views
a.m.
expressed during this program and not necessarily those of Wise Q95 FM radio. Wise Q95 FM radio has not been able to independently verify the factual correctness or the allegations and statements made during the course of this program and cannot vouch for their accuracy.
Cause I'm on my way.
KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good.
Cause I'm on my way. Hassle free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready cash, it's for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready cash, always ready when you're ready, let's go.
Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
I see Golo in shopping for farming supplies. So I ask him, what are you doing inside Bloombox? Do you have a farm? He tell me, that's how it has sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. They say, no, not woman. Like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or larger. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
Energy, strength, vitality. The dream that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt, smooth, delicious, refreshing, and healthy. Taste it. Rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love my Vitamalt. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally. Distributed by Belfa. Estate Limited.
Our Lady of Fairhaven Cathedral presents the Jubilee Garden Party under the distinguished patronage of Her Excellency Silvani Burton on July 6th, 2025 from 3 to 8 p.m. on the State House grounds. The Jubilee Garden Party. Come, step into the evening of enjoyable live music and prepare to indulge in delicious food and drink. Sponsored by PDT Caribbean, Gaspar, J. Astephen & Company Limited, The Fortune Hotel, Deepex Color Lab, Next, Connect, and the Government of Dominica. Proceeds will support the renovation efforts of the historic Our Lady of Fairhaven Cathedral and support the Feeding Jesus program. See you at the Jubilee Garden Park, July 6, 3 to 8 p.m. Tickets available at Deepex, Next Connect, and Bullseye Pharmacy. Only $200 gets you in.
Jackpot is now over $400,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
Somebody who Creole like the big Creole.
Mouvement Créole à Soukir. Tout le monde créole pour attention. Comité pour études créole Dominique. Et puis Radio QFM qui a présenté Mouvement Créole. Tous les mardis soirs entre 6 et après-midi. Information, blagues, interviews, histoire, proverbes, discussions, reportages, apprendre à parler et puis écrit créole. Lien avec ton peuple créole. Bon musique créole. Mouvement créole. À nous faire un rendez-vous, messieurs, mesdames, tous les mardis soirs. QFM qui est frappé avec bon power créole. Sans ça participer, qui est nous? Rapidement, Timamaïla. Mouvement créole à seconde station QFM. Boissez avec nous tous les mardis soirs, 6h pour Mouvement créole. Matchez ça!
Great news for moms, dads, retailers, and wholesalers. At Eastside Trading Limited, we're proud to bring you the world-famous Giggles brand of baby and adult care products trusted around the globe, now right here in Dominica.
From diapers to pull-up pants and gentle wet wipes, Giggles is quality you can count on at unbeatable prices. Our Giggles baby diapers are soft, comfy, and leak-proof, keeping your little one dry and happy, whether it's playtime or nap time. Available in the following sizes: size 2, 10 pieces, size 3, 9 pieces, size 4, 8 pieces, and size 5, 7 pieces. With stretchable side airs, ultra soft layers, and a super absorbent core, they're made for movement and mess-free days. And our baby pants, they're just as comfy, perfect for active toddlers. Giggles Baby Pants, available in sizes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Need wipes? Try our Giggles Baby Wipes. Gentle on delicate skin, strong on messes. And for adults, Giggles adult diapers and pull-ups offer the dignity and comfort your loved ones deserve. With sizes and prices to suit every need. Extra large, medium, and small. Giggles adult pull-up pants, extra large, and medium. So whether you're shopping for your family or stocking your store, Eastside Trading Limited, through our Giggles brand of products, has you covered. Giggles, comfort and love, packaged together. Available at Eastside Trading Limited. We are making a difference for you. Looking for power and performance in your cleaning game? Say hello to Sapolio, the world-class brand trusted by homes across the globe. Sapolio Chloro Bleach kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. Whether it's your bathroom, kitchen, or laundry, Sapolio Chloro gets the job done. And for laundry, try Sapolio Ultra Laundry Detergents with floral, citrus, and gentle baby formulas. Deep cleaning, fresh scent, tough on stains in sizes from 450 grams to 4 kg. Stains won't stand a chance against the Polio Color Stain Remover 3 in 1. It removes stains, delivers high performance, and comes at a great price. Available in 550 ml, 940 ml, and 1800 ml. Want something lemony fresh? Grab Sapolio liquid detergent, light, powerful, and perfectly sized at 200 ml. Don't forget to disinfect the smart way with Sapolio disinfectant. Kills 99.9% of germs and comes in pine, lavender, baby, lime, apple, and floral scents. Available from 800 ml to 4.9 liters. Sapolio, clean power, fresh life. Available now at Isa Trading Limited, your favorite shopping location here in Dominica. When you think clean, think Sapolio, think Isa Trading Limited. We are making a difference for you.
It's in the feeling and I'm weak side. It's in the meaning and I was fine. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Get rid of all that keeps bugging pain. Together going strong. No matter what we keep things going. Before we will go home. It's up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow.
Looking for power and performance in your cleaning game? Say hello to Sapolio, the world-class brand trusted by homes across the globe. Sapolio Chloro Bleach kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. Whether it's your bathroom, kitchen, or laundry, Sapolio Chloro gets the job done. And for laundry, try Sapolio Ultra Laundry Detergents with floral, citrus, and gentle baby formulas. Deep cleaning, fresh scent, tough on stains in sizes from 450 grams to 4 kg. Stains won't stand a chance against the Polio Color Stain Remover 3 in 1. It removes stains, delivers high performance, and comes at a great price. Available in 550 ml, 940 ml, and 1800 ml. Want something lemony fresh? Grab Sapolio liquid detergent, light, powerful, and perfectly sized at 200 ml. Don't forget to disinfect the smart way with Sapolio disinfectant. Kills 99.9% of germs and comes in pine, lavender, baby, lime, apple, and floral scents. Available from 800 ml to 4.9 liters. Sapolio, clean power, fresh life. Available now at ISA Trading Limited, your favorite shopping location here in Dominica. When you think clean, think Sapolio, think ISA Trading Limited. We are making a difference for you.
Auto Trade is introducing our very own mobile app. Yes, the Auto Trade app is here. From scheduling your service appointments, request financing, checking our vehicle and parts inventory, to receiving personalized coupons and sales specials. Life is so much easier with the new Auto Trade app. Download the Auto Trade app from the Play Store or App Store today. Call us at 255-6800. Auto Trade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship.
Do It Center shoppers, we have exciting news. Your favorite home improvement destination just got a major upgrade. Get ready to experience the all-new Do It Center online store. Fresh look, same great products, and super user-friendly. Find what you're looking for in a snap. Need assistance? We've got you covered. Connect with our live chat agents for real-time assistance. But that's not all. Introducing the convenience of seamless online payments with reliable delivery service straight to your door. Shopping for quality products has never been this easy. Don't miss out. Visit store.doitcenterdominica.com and experience the new era of our online shopping. Do It Center, your partner in home improvement.
Ooh, oh, oh, oh. KFC. Ooh, oh. KFC. Looking for some place to go. He knows what's so. KFC. Grab your family and your friends. Join in the experience. KFC. It's the place to be. Made for you and me. KFC. KFC. It's finger licking good.
We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. Well stocked supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh your one stop. Fresh market.
Shop with us at Court. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Court. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
No lie. 2025. Come on. Mommy, oh, yes. Growing up
in the village of Calibishi, singing church and religious songs. My single greatest wish was to come down to town, sing and win the Calypso crown. But fear of controversy delayed my opportunity. Until my auntie Aleba supporters scolded me. But if you pray a political controversy, then tell me what kind of Calypso king you plan to be. Oh yeah. The parent living in luxury, but supporters in poverty. You must chant the government. Chant the government. Employment opportunities are for foreigners, but so Chinese. You must chant the government. Chant the government. When government pays to report the use of sales of passport, you must chant the government. Chant the government. Breed of controversy. Boys, stay in your church and sing. Unless you want to be known universally as the word, one and only Calypso king. Gabo, Gabo. Oh yeah, yo, Tumbe, Tumbe, no lie. Hey, oh yeah. Mommy, oh, yes. Hey. Time changes and so does Calypso. Politics, even more so. Politicians once enjoyed the honor to serve, but it's not so anymore. Greed and selfishness have now taken over. Nobody gets to serve anymore. And if you support a politician as a Calypso guy, it's a duty to hold his feet to the fire. Fire. Your government in power, they want to stay there forever. You must chant the government. Chant the government. Your government neglects sports and the young people feel they're forgotten. Chant the government. Chant the government. The administration no anti-electoral reform. Chant the government. I tell you, chant the government. Breed of controversy. Boys, stay in your church and sing. Unless you want to be known universally as the world, one and only Calypso king. Capo, Capo. Oh yeah, yo! Tumbe, tumbe. No lie. Oh. Mommy, oh. 19 years in the competition, I still have not fulfilled my dreams. But along the way, I've learned that you can win. Staying in your comfort zone. I have never seen a politician rooting for me. So why should them deserve mercy? So now I err on the side of the people struggling for my sweet Lord. It is He who shepherds me. Warrior, with the help of the citizenry, it's not government priority. You must chant the government. Chant the government. The government wasting money, while the people live in misery. You must chant the government. Chant the government. You are making this commitment to support people, not government. Chant the government. Tell you, chant the government. I'm not afraid of controversy. So it's not only in church I will sing. but I don't want to be known universally as the world. On an only apocalypse clean. Gabo, Gabo, Jume, no lie, no, Jume, no lie. Wondering as I sat by the river, what had become of the running water? There was the basket where I used to swim. As a young boy, it vanished with him. The answer was right before me. For as far as the naked eye see, every acre in this great valley was pure banana country. As you see, when green gold was king, we cut forest without thinking. Compromise our water supply, so that is why our rivers run dry. So if this is development, please tell me where's the improvement? Because instead of progress, I see we regressing rapidly. Die. While we just in silver and gold, the losing she very soon. And from where I stand, I can see development killing we. We developing backwardly. Before we had all this prosperity, before fancy care and cable TV, we made more time for one another and cast an eye for we neighbor. Never pass someone along the way without a hello or good day. And if your house needed repair, your friends will join in the crew. Now we have all comforts of home. No time to talk to anyone. And in this land we love so dear, we live in barricaded in fear. So if this is development, please tell me where's the improvement? Because instead of progress, I see we're regressing rapidly. Die. While we just in silver and gold, the yellow's in she very soul. And from where I stand, I can see development killing we. We developing backwardly. We used to be living with discipline, and good conduct from our children. And if after school they try to roam, someone told you before they got home. And the school teacher got great respect to instruct as well as to correct. Even the neighbor have influence if the children committed an offense. Now our children are always right. Even with the school teachers they fight. Is it fulfillment of prophecy? So many children making babies. So if this is development, please tell me where's the improvement? Because instead of progress, I see we regressing rapidly. Dying. While we chasing silver and gold, the yellow's in chivalry soul. And from where I stand, I can see development killing we. We developing backwardly. I've never been a priest, nor have been a pastor. But from where I stand, I feel spiritual warfare. The things that we see, people going under. It is very clear that there are demons out there. That if we need to stop this evil spirit from invading our churches and public office, evil and good can be in one unit. We need to bring up the matrix. Like here with the phobia, pretend like you don't know it there. Things happening in our face, people behave like they don't take it. We can carry 100 volts, but good can't block out. My uncle wants to snap again, but this time I have uncle pray. So, open our eyes and stop. The things they will do if we play their part. We have lost and lost some hits and we're trying to get them. We pray for the churches, we pray for the police. They are fighting battles that should not exist. The churches would pray and police would arrest. Take out them demons and clean up all commerce. Since my people, they are under a spell. See what is the remedy to keep them in health. The church and police fight for what is right. Oh, help me, God, them don't collide. If since the country in a trance, people need that in ignorance. Playing like a pharaoh, you say that my people. The people say you get too long, uncles are waiting for my son. It's appropriate for money, destroying the economy. So, open our eyes and stop. Got me dynasty of the one man party. For ourselves and playing masters in anything that they want. Them man. I have never done it so true that I can relate. Or some people just go back and eat up your family. Some will even object, stand up for justice. When even like the carrot they rushing to eat it. Like this disease catching everybody, making them lose principle and morality. But trust me, the evil you indulge in today, you know how they tell you have to pay. Tell me what they promise you, magistrate, to be your guilty young doctor. Say here a big police root on TV his body. Careful they get satisfied that you tell them the police. I hear no minister giving bail when it's them that should be in jail. Toes, open our eyes and stop this. With a man's blackness, will put us on that place. They are mad because and the police doing anything that they have. Them man, think them man.
Tout moun kwen opposisyon, nou ni yon nasyon pou bati. Aktuelman la nou pasa janve, si span. Nou pou jwe tout men tout tèt, ki ou kwan ki ou piti. Obligatwa nou invoke your solution. Omeye Dominica, se sa nou kamade. Balde se balen nou tombe. Oh, ti peyi yo la, nou tout pi pa la pe. C'était nous enfants, c'est comme ça été. Faut pas nous jamais oublier, mauvais temps nous expériencer. Voyons nation marcher, porter nous aller. Bagage bon Dieu nous sauver, si chemin la vie nous continuer. Pour nous avancer, faut nous changer. Préserver, 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 préserver l'amour. Yeah. Préserver, 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 préserver la foi. Aïe. Préserver, 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 préserver espoir. Yeah. Préserver, 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 préserver Dominica. Aïe. Chantez. Préserver, préserver Dominica. Yeah. Préserver, préserver Dominica. Aïe. Allez. Encore une fois. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Mal parler, malédiction, différents mondes, nation. Nous tous souffrons dominicains, problème. Sorti à ma colonisation, nous vivons, nous indépendants. Unité, c'est plus quoi force, nous ni quand même. Omeye Dominica, c'est ça nous camarades. Parle de balles nous tomber. Oh, si pays yo là, nous tout pi balapé. J'ai pris nos enfants, c'est comme ça été. Pour nous, c'est richesse, nous, mais qui l'autre, c'est yo bon nom. Caractère Dominica, c'est ça nous produit. Quand nous avancer, si la tête est ouverte, oreilles ouvertes, faire certains nous pas jamais oublier. Préserver l'amour. Yeah. Préserver la foi. Ah. Préserver toi. Yeah. Préserver Dominica. Yeah. Chantez. Préserver Dominica. Yeah. Préserver Dominica. Yeah. Chantez. Encore. Préserver l'amour. Yeah. Préserver la foi. Aïe. Préserver toi. Yeah. Préserver Dominica. Aïe. Chantez. Préserver Dominica. Yeah. Préserver Dominica. Aïe. Aïe, allez.
Be careful how you treat other people.
Try again.
Some people believe that they're greater than you and I wonder why. And they're getting on as though they will never die. But you and I wonder why. Nothing here will last forever. This could serve as a reminder. All who playing holy and mighty, we tell them their fame and their money. When the master calls, no ducking at all, prepare for your funeral. The ground that we walking on, one day will be your roof. The ground that we walking on, one day will be your roof. There will be no exemption, no extension when the master call, when the master call. No sense would save you, no chance would bail you when the master call, when the master call. When you got to go, you got to go. No doctor can say no. I steady ground that we walking on, one day will be your rule. Be careful how you treat other people. My people, treat people right. You could be the world's richest tycoon. This skyscraper on the sun and moon create all kinds of man-made disease. But the keys, and you must pay your fees. No place to run, no place to hide. And the great man don't accept right. You could buy and trade the whole world. In the end, you still lose your soul. You better get it right before your final flight, cause better will be your time. I said the ground that we walking on, one day will be your rule. The ground that we walking on, one day will be your rule. There'll be no immunity from sinful or holy when the master call, when the master call. No special favor for the children of master. When the master call, when the master call, when you got to go, you got to go. No doctor can say no. I steady ground that we're walking on. One day will be your rule. Be careful of the treat for the people. We keep glorifying the things man made, you and I wonder why. And very forget the foundation that was laid for you and I wonder why. If God who gave human the wisdom, though no man could hold him for ransom. So I'll think that they are mightier than the Holy Ghost and the Father. Better stay in your head, cause all you offended a second could be weekend. I say the ground that we walking on, one day will be a rule. The ground that we walking on, one day will be a rule. No acceptance of gifts from millionaire or chief. When the master call, when the master call, no sacrifice of human blood, what I can afford. When the master call, when the master call, when you got to go, you got to go. No, I say the ground that we walking on, one day must be your rule. Oh. Be careful of the treat for the people.
Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, whoa, ah. Here I am again. They keep saying Dominica poor, but won't lend a hand to do more for our country. Oh Lord, stop the laissez-faire attitude. Come, let's work as hard as we should for this country. So if you work in the ministry, in fact in any industry, do your best to increase productivity, because integrity, hard work and honesty is the key to prosperity. So my people, to end our struggles, we have to start to be responsible in everything that we do. Oh yeah. my people. To pay our hurdles, we must tell all heads of departments to exercise due diligence. Oh yes, tell them they must serve with dignity, treat everyone with courtesy, practice their faith in their duty, and be loyal to their country and my people. In all that we do, we must have to put our country first, otherwise ingredients get burst. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, hey, hey, hey. Aye. Here I am again. They say we have a weak economy, corruption spreading rampantly in our country. Oh Lord, lawlessness on the rise, unemployment plaguing our lives in this country. There's a lack of export markets, so some farmers can turn their kid. Investors taking their businesses overseas, they can't take the frustration, too much red tape in our island. They say they should be given more incentives. But my people, to end our struggles, we have to make it our duty to choose leaders of repute and scruples. Oh yes, my people, to play our hurdles, we must hold politicians accountable for the wrong things that they do. Yeah. Tell them that victimization only sows hate and division, while corruption of any kind only makes a nation decline. And my people, in all that we do, if we don't start to put our country first, then we'll be moving in reverse. Yeah, 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 boom, ba yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hi. Whoa. Hi. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here I am again. Some hard workers been crying for, say they can't find an open door to opportunity. Oh Lord, like those that are privileged keep getting on their advantage in our society. Check out, can this land move forward? If only a few are empowered. Equal rights, justice, and opportunity must be for everybody to manage their family. Oh Lord, for their political party. So my people, to end our struggles, we have to put aside red, green, and blue to develop all willing and able. Oh yes, my people, to pay our hurdles, we must make our private sector know they too have to help us grow. Tell them we need more industries with modern technologies, with renewable energy, a digital economy, and my people. I say in all that we do, we better start to put our country first, or we will all be toast. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 Dominica. This country belongs to all of us. Whether red, green, blue, we are all Dominicans. So let's put our country first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Oh, again, again. Okay, boss. It's getting hard in my land. Hard, hard. It's getting bad in this island. Bad, bad. Some say the country have a fate, but every day it gets worse. Look, my head starting to boost. Only pain and frustration under this administration. Man, the system of corruption don't get on my land. Every day the people falling cannot take it. Cost of living gets so high, I cannot take it. Financial panic to buy, cannot take it. Too late, shoes and never die, I cannot take it. Life bill gone up, water bill gone up, the people falling, I can know you. Things are gone up, costs gone up. Oh Lord, what is happening? Need a day, need a day. Look it. Me granny say, things wrong, wrong, wrong. I can't buy feed to cook up wrong, cause it's wrong, and it's wrong. She said the country in a crisis, cause the government do wrong business. Anything they do is for their own interest. It's only within a living, so we say keep that playing. Ain't some about it, they move to play. Every day the people falling, I cannot take it. Cost of living gets so high, I cannot take it. Financial panic to buy, cannot take it. You let you say never die, I cannot take it. Life bill gone up, water bill gone up, the people falling, I got it. Things are gone up, come down up, oh Lord, what is happening? Okay, boss. In every shop that's selling rice, rice, rice. All of them got a different price, size. No price control in this country, but the economy have been vastly. Top down you to put in no place upon me, and she pay her do it. Say we take it, I will take. And if I come and shake, I take it again. Every day the people falling, cannot take it. Cost of living gets so high, I cannot take it. Financial panic to buy, cannot take it. You let you say never die, I cannot take it. Life bill gone up, water bill gone up, the people falling, things are gone up, costs gone up. My Lord, what is happening? Need a baby. Woman.
Easy Rock 95.1. More rock, less talk while you work. The latest soft rock, hit after hit. Tune into Easy Rock 95.1, the best mid-morning show at night. Right here on Q95. The big station.
Going green isn't always easy, especially when options are limited. But at ESA Trading Limited, we're changing that just for you. We're proud to offer sustainable solutions that help you make a real impact, one small step at a time. Say goodbye to styrofoam and hello to our compostable clamshells, trays, and baggers products, the perfect eco-friendly upgrade for your takeout packaging. Because great food deserves a great container, and ours are sturdy, stylish, and earth-friendly. We've got it all. Clamshell bowls and lids, cake plates, corks, round containers, forks, spoons, even free compartment meal boxes, all made from renewable materials like wheat straw, sugarcane baggers, and PLA. Our compostable containers break down in commercial composting facilities, helping reduce waste while keeping your food fresh and your conscience clear. Join the movement. Make the switch. Visit us today at Kennedy Avenue and the Bayfront for all your biodegradable packaging needs. At ESA Trading Limited, we're making a difference for you and the planet.
Is the love so fragile and the heart so hard? Shadow is the word, impossible to follow. Feeling of fragile, try not to be after truly something I can't see. And no life, and I'm stronger than you know. But I can't feel it when you walked into my head that you won't be walking out the door. Feel I can't feel it when you walked into my head that you won't be walking out the door. Lovers forever, face to face. Mercy on my head, stay with me, stay. You today, giving me your love, take from me my lane.
You in the moonlight with your sleepy eyes. Did you ever love a man like me? You were right when I walked into your house. I knew I'd never want to leave. Sometimes I'm a strong man, sometimes tough and scared, sometimes I'm dying. But that time I saw you, knew with you to light the night. Somehow I could get by.
Face to face, stay with me, stay. You today, keeping me from me, my name. Lovers forever, face to face. Mercy on my head, stay with me, stay. You today, To me, your letter, take from me my name. But take from me my name. Take from me my name. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So seem to be it's not to seem to be take you. It's been 7 hours and 50 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing can take away the blues. 'Cause nothing compares to been so lonely without you here. A bird without the sun. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, boy, I see. I went to the doctor, and told me, guess what he told me? What to do? But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all dying with the rain. Time's hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
We are in the Atlantic hurricane season. Stay tuned to radio and television stations for regular bulletins. Rely only on official bulletins. Do not check these over the telephone. A message from Q95 FM Radio.
Dutch by me, painted on jeans. And long had time, cause she wasn't free. The blink of an eye, I knew her number and her name. Yeah. She said I was the type she wanted to tame. Now she the same dream. And her heart's beating one. No more run. I lose my cool when she steps in the room. And I get so excited just from her perfume. Electric eyes that you can't ignore. And passion burns you like never before. I was in search of a running my game. Yeah. There was a words, but it's from my mind. How she the same dream. The most of all be the one. No love, she the same dream.
That Super 6 jackpot is now over $400,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
Girl, you are to me all that a woman should be, and I dedicate my
dream always. A love like yours is rare. It must have been sent from up above, and I know you said this way from away. And we both know. Oh, you're like the sun, chasing all of the rain away. When you come along, you bring me back. Yes, you're the perfect one for me. You forever will be, and I love you so. Come with me, sweet. Let's go make a family. They will bring us joy always. I can't find the ways to do, but you can't be sure of Oh, you are like the sun, chasing all of the rain. When you come around, you bring back you're the perfect one for me. You forever will be, and I love you so. Chasing all of the rain when you come around, you bring back you're the very one for me, and you forever will be, and I will love you so. These are ever changing times. But it don't bother me at all. These are ever changing times. And these ever changing times. Everything is going so much faster. Seems like I put you in my life and everything I do. Wondering if the dreams that I believed in still come true. Caught in between, it comes back You and me running out of time. Be a better understanding. Every day keep forgetting what's mine. Be a way that's demanding. We're holding on so tight together all of our lives.
But it don't bother me at all. Been about changing time.
I had some big idea. So much of my life still not completed. Hopes and fear. Watching them change into something new. Wondering if I'm gonna find the answer. Loving you all of my life. It comes back to you and me running out of time. I gotta find me a better understanding. Every day keep forgetting what's gotta find me a way that's demanding. We're holding on so tight together all of our lives.
But it don't bother me at all. Been about changing time. But it don't bother me at all. Been about changing time.
All of my life, it comes back to you and me running out of time. Be a better understanding. Day keep forgetting what's right. Gotta be a way that's demanding. We're holding on to something together, and we're gonna be alright together all of our lives.
But it don't bother me at all. Been about changing time. But it don't bother me at all.
It's ever changing time.
Girl, you are to me all that a woman should be, and I dedicate my life to you all the way.
A love like yours is great. It must have been sent from up above, and I know you sent this way from all the way. And we all know. Your life is gone, chasing all of the rain away. When you come along, you bring it back.
You're the perfect one for me. Forever with me, and love is so far away. Come with me, sweet. Let's go make a family. We will bring us joy always. I can't find enough ways to tell, but you can be sure always. And we both know oh, you are like the sun, chasing down the rain. When you come, you bring back you're the perfect one for me. You forever will be, and I love you so. Chasing all the baby, when you come, I and everyone for me, and you forever will be, and I will love you so.